Hello, beautiful humans. Ready to do some Qigong. I'm just going to do a basic opening the gates. So I invite you to come into your basic stance, and we'll start with balancing the Qi. So your basic stance, knees are slightly bent, relaxed. Qi is everywhere. It's all around us. So we just begin by kind of feeling around your area. As you inhale, knees straighten. Exhale, bring the palms toward the ground. Find a slight bend in your knees. Inhaling up. Exhaling, finding that slight bend. We'll go from here. Begin opening up the chest and the shoulder. You can start by doing the clock face circle. Opening up and looking around the clock. As though you're looking around the face of the clock. Just opening up the neck. And then rotate the other direction. Let's bring in some shoulders from here. Rotating the shoulders up and back together. And do everything 3 times. And rotate the opposite direction. And then rotate one shoulder at a time. Really opening up. And go the opposite direction. We'll go from rotating the shoulders. Let's bring those hands on up to the shoulders and let's really dive deep. Go ahead and bring the elbows, hands up to the shoulders, bring the elbows back and up. Opening up the shoulder blades, keeping those knees slightly bent. Inhaling, reaching up with the elbows to the level of your comfort. If this doesn't work for you, bring your hands as close as you can to the shoulders if they don't reach all the way up. And send it back opposite direction. Just do what you're capable in your body. I am hyper flexible, so I can do all kinds of things that not everybody can do. So please be gentle with yourself. Now we'll go into rotating the arms. So go ahead and shake your arms out. We're going to rotate one at a time. Reach up, lift up, and rotate them. Send the gaze back as you look back. Look up at your hand. Opening up as big and wide as you possibly can. And then let's go the other way. Scooping back behind us and working our way forward. Then we'll go from rotating the arms to opening up the collarbone. And bring your hands into a gentle fist right about your shoulders. We're going to inhale. Open up, reach up, extend like you're pinching the collarbone or the shoulder blades back, and then come on and scrunch in. Bring those shoulders to come together. Inhale, open up, reach back. Exhale, come together. Bring those shoulders, those arms in together. A couple more times here. And come on back. We're going to go from this to circling the wrists. Go ahead and drop those arms down, shake them out a little bit. Balance the chi if that feels good. You can always come back to balancing the chi frequently, as often as possible. Now let's do some wrist circles. So just open them up, roll them around, then we'll go the opposite direction. And then bring these hands to a gentle fist, and let's start rotating the fist, bringing them into large circles. Go as large as you can here, really open up. And then go the opposite direction. Get those circles going. All right, let's go from our wrists to our hips. Bring those hands down to your hips. Find that stance again, your basic stance. Hips are about shoulder width apart. And give yourself, start rotating around. Let's go. Find your circle. Bend your knees. Open your hips. Do whatever feels good in your body. Your circle may not look like mine. Go around 3 times. And then we'll switch direction and go the other way. You may notice it feels different on one side to another side. That is perfectly normal. Opening up the hips. Now we're going to drop on down to our knees. If you have knee issues, feel free to avoid this one or not do this one. Add any additional support. So bring the hands down to the knees and begin circling the knees, if that feels good. The opposite direction. So bending and dipping, opening up. And we'll bring in the ankles here by taking one foot back, take a step back onto your toes and begin rotating the ankle. And then go the opposite direction. Find balance on the other foot. Bring that foot back up on the toes and just begin that rotation. And then opposite direction. Let's go into some foot rocking and heel dropping. All right, come on up. We're gonna just go toes to heels. So coming forward and backward. So just find this gentle rock back and forth, forward and backward, and then we'll go side to side. So head to one side and then over to the other side. Bending the knees as much as necessary in this area to really open up the feet, the ankles, and then we'll go outside, inside. So out and then in. You may need to open the legs a little bit wider to be able to go to outer and inner area of the foot. And then we'll go into some heel dropping. So coming up onto the toes, inhale up and then allow yourself to drop onto the heels. Inhaling, come up, and then drop down. You may notice a little shudder or shaking in your body. That's okay, allow that to happen. And then we'll go into shaking like jelly. I love this one. So begin with the right side. Gently start shaking out your arm, shake out the shoulder, shake everything out here. Let's shake out the left side. Shake out the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder. And let's come on down to the legs. Shake out the hip, shake out the knee all the way down. Shake out the other side, starting at the hip, loosening up, down to the knee and the ankle. And then have some fun with yourself. Just shake it. Shake like jelly. Whatever you gotta do to loosen up the rest of that stuck energy. And let's go into knocking on the door of life. So I'm gonna come back just to balance my chi, get a little excited, and that's shaking like jelly. I'm gonna come back to my basic stance. And we'll begin knocking on the door of life by adding rotation to my hips. And I'm going to bring the arms in, allowing my arms to actually touch my body as I shake back and forth, trying to keep the feet planted and shaking more the hips and the waist here, allowing the arms to gently knock on those lower meridians, the door of life. Keep opening up, shaking, turning, twisting, knocking. A couple more seconds here. And we're going to switch this energy, so come back to this mid stance. Now we're going to go forward and backward. This one's fun. Sparrow shaking the earth. So find a gentle dip in the knees and begin to send your arms forward and backward. And find this upward, forward, lifting motion. Elbows are bent. Have some fun with this. Feel the energy as you're moving yourself forward and backward, like a sparrow taking off, getting ready to shake the earth. I have fun with this one. And you go as quick or as slow as feels good in your body. And let's bring a gentle slowness, slow the body back down. And we're gonna go into swinging the pendulum. Very similar to knocking on the door of life. The difference here is that our arms are not touching the body. And we come up slightly off the heel. So begin to twist. This is more of a twisting. Like a pendulum, it doesn't touch. Twists and rotates, coming up slightly onto my toes. There's a bend in the elbows as I'm going back and forth. And you'll find your own pendulum. What does this look like and feel like in your body? And bring a slowness back to the body, coming back to that basic stance, balancing the chi. Do another chest opener here. Let's do a collarbone exercise. Bring the hands up, gentle fist, and on the inhale, open up. Send the shoulder blades back towards each other, and then exhale, bring those arms all the way back in. Opening up, opening the back up, and exhaling, coming in. If you're familiar with yoga, this is almost like a cat-cow. Very similar to that in the body movement. A couple more times. Great heart opener here. And relax the arms down. Let's go into exchanging heaven and earth. In this exercise, we'll send one hand up, palm facing up, the other hand comes down. So one goes up towards earth, and the other, or up towards heaven, and the other goes down towards earth. So bringing the hands up to our midline, we'll come up, inhaling up. I'm going to send my left hand up, palm up, right hand comes down. Stretching my gaze and my arms, and then inhale, bring the hands, come back to center and switch opposite direction, exchanging heaven and earth. And inhaling, coming back to that midline, switching hands, switching directions. Interlace them, come up high, up above yourself. And we'll begin by heading towards the left first. So palm is facing up towards the ceiling. And go ahead and lean over towards the left, feeling all of this opening that's happening all along the right side. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, send your way over to the right side. Exhale, release, let it go. Feel that stretch now all the way down the left side of your body. Inhale, come back up to center. Now let's twist. Now twist your way towards the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist the other direction. Now begin to find your own movement, wherever this twist and this stretch is for you today. Where is your bamboo? How are you? Gently release the hands, relax, shake it out, let it go. Come back to that chi. Now we're going to do some chi tapping. Begin by taking 2 fingers together. We'll start at the sternum. Go ahead and activate here. Activate some tapping. Tapping is so good for the meridians and activating all of these points along our body. Begin by tapping the sternum area, and then we'll go down the left side, down the inside, then the outside, and then we'll go to the other side, and then down the back of the legs, and then up the midline. Tapping here, let's go ahead and head down the left. Begin tapping down your shoulder. Come on in the inside of your arm. Tap, tap, tap all the way down. Find your way down to your wrists and your fingers, and then come on up, continuing to tap around the outside of your arm, up and around through the collarbone, and then we'll switch hands and start tapping down the right on the inside first, tapping all the way down, tap, 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 come on up the back of the arm, up the shoulder. Back through the middle, we'll come down into the center. When we get to the hips, give them a little smack here a couple times gently, and bring those hands flat. Go around the back of the legs, bend the knees as much as necessary. Keep smacking and tapping all the way down to the feet. Work your way up the midline and the inside of your legs. When we get to our hips, let's make a little fist here. Activate those hips with a gentle fist. Come on up that midline. We'll do that again. Tap, 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 and then go on down the left side on the inside. And then we'll find our way to the outside of the hand and the back. Up the shoulder. And then switch sides. Tapping all the way down the inside. area, hitting all their chakras. Hit those hips, come on down, bend those knees, go down the back of the legs, back and the sides, come on down towards the front, right up through the middle. Little fist, gentle tap right there on the hips. Come on back up towards that heart center. We'll do one more time here, tapping through. Come on down the inside first. Come on back, up and through. Tapping and activating. Energetic pathways in our body, and this is an amazing way to get that energy moving. Come on through that mid area, tap, 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 right on down, get those hips. Let's bend the hips, bend the knees, come on down the back side first, then the outside, all the way down to those toes, ankles, up the midline, at those knees. Gentle fist right there on those hips, and then come on back right through that, back to that sternum, back to the heart. Come back to the breath. Let's come back to balancing the chi. Find that space, find your chi. You can have a little fun with it. If you want to play with your chi ball, inhaling and exhaling, kind of pulling it, imagining as though it's an energy ball. And what would that feel like for you? If you're pushing and pulling this energy source. So give yourself this time and this space to have a little bit of fun with it. Continuing to breathe as you do this practice. It's a practice of not doing, which is very different than those that practice in yoga, where you're kind of extending and pushing the boundaries and the limits. In Qigong, we just really want to be present and relax into that space. So just allow yourself this moment of just being with your chi or my chi, with the chi, just with chi. Thank you for joining me for this. I will put the link for this music. This is Jakob. He's a beautiful sound instructor that created this beautiful music for the purpose of Qigong. So I will make sure I put that in this video recording, and let's finish this up by bringing your chi ball, bring it down into your energy center, your lower dantian. Give yourself some love. Little abdominal roll. Come up on the right side and down on the left. Give yourself a little abdominal roll with that energetic chi. Should be flowing good now. All right, friends, we will see you next time and continue on as we continue our journey together. Bye.